Hello again. As we talk in the transfer show, Heung-Min Son is on his way to Los Angeles from South Korea to complete his move to LAFC. His final game for Tottenham was on Sunday, that 1-1 draw with Newcastle in a friendly in Seoul, as Spurs rounded off their pre-season tour. So let's talk Heung-Min Son. They've got £15 million for him, Michael. That seems like good business for the club. Yeah,
they could have potentially maybe got a bit more if he wanted to go to Saudi Arabia. But as we've said over the last few months, they wanted to happily work with Son. You know, he's got to that level of legendary status at the club. They were going to work with him on what he wanted to do. Tottenham exercised that extra year last year on the contract. Just suits all parties, I think, this time around. And he's gone out on such a high in South Korea. Obviously a tearful goodbye. But now you see the pictures there. He's ready to... I hope he got his flight, because that was an hour and a half, apparently, those signatures took. But he's had his hair cut and he's ready for LA. And obviously, like, he's obviously looking at it as well for the World Cup next year. You know, he wants to go to LA ahead of the World Cup in North America. So it's worked out for him, and he leaves on absolutely brilliant terms.
The problem is, 15 million quid, you can't replace Heung-Min Son for 15 million quid. That's the problem. And so I understand the loyalty from a Spurs perspective and the fact that they want to reward a player who's been absolutely incredible for them. And he's at an age where his market value is 15 million quid. But from a Spurs perspective, that's a problem. You don't get a player of his quality for £15 million, simple as that. And also, there's a part of the world where this guy has godlike status, and that must mean a lot of money for Tottenham, which they're no longer going to have.
Yeah, I mean... It's an interesting one because the support he has and that he's had over the years at Tottenham Hotspur has been unbelievable. You leave every press conference on a Friday and he's signing autographs and pictures for hours. He's adored, and he's not. You know, they're not just there for Son anymore. There was a picture of a fan crying with James Maddison on the back. So he's brought in not just so much goals and assists and everything, but yes, he has brought in revenue. He has brought in extra fan base. So, but look. Can't keep a player till he's 70 because he's just bringing in money. You know, I think he's left at the right time. But Rob's right. You know, he's obviously. But look, I think last season you could tell maybe he had a couple of injuries, but still losing some goals and assists. So we'll see how Spurs get on without him next season.